I wanted folks to, number one, head on over to 4ladsfromliverpool.com and click the green button and come on over to Kickstarter. Throw in your $5, $10, $20, $50. If you're a Beatles fan, or if you're anywhere near Nashville, throw in $100 and go to the show. That's what I'm doing. And I'd love to see you there. I'd love to meet you there. But what I thought I would do to sweeten the pot and make this even more of a deal for you all, right, is I have a really unique generator, and basically it is a generator prompt that will interpret some of your life experiences into life lessons. So in other words, if you are an author, if you're a musician, if you're a blogger, a YouTuber, if you make content of any kind, and you have recollections, memories of your own life experiences, and you're like, dang, I would really like to use this story of mine that happened to me, but I really would need some help kind of sussing out the life lesson. Generally, I know what maybe the lesson was for me, but what would be the life lesson for other people of what I experienced? Well, this generator that you can get when you donate at least $1, okay, at least $1, is what you will get. So what I did, and I just want to demo it here very quickly before we got on live here with Mike. I ran the generator, and I'm going to run it right now based on Mike's idea here, and essentially let me see if I can find it in here. By the way, I'm at ChatGPT at the moment, and yeah, so it says here a brief life experience. So this is the only input that you will need. So again, you put in your life experience here. So I asked Mike a little bit about the story of how the 4 Lads from Liverpool came to be, how he got the idea, how all this started. And he said, well, I watched a documentary on Lin-Manuel Miranda, who wrote Hamilton, and he was criticized and ridiculed, but he kept going anyway. And that inspired me, that is Mike, to do a musical biography show based on the life of the Beatles called The 4 Lads from Liverpool, that does not actually contain any Beatles music, but does have music inspired by the group. So that's the only input that I put in this. And if I go to chat, and I'm going to run this right now, and let's in fact see what it says. So, and again, you get this generator. It's so cool to be able to, again, suss out the life lessons from some of your own life experiences, or maybe life experiences of other people that you've noticed. It will work for that as well. So here's the experience summary that Mike gave me, rewritten by this particular generator. Watching the documentary on Lin-Manuel, you saw how he faced criticism and ridicule, but persisted in creating Hamilton. It inspired his resilience. You channeled that energy into developing 4 Lads from Liverpool, a musical biography show about the Beatles that creatively captures their spirit without using their actual music. And then it gives you the key insight. True creativity thrives in the face of doubt. Okay, so for your passion project, you might want to use this generator as well. That's the other reason why I wanted to do a podcast on this specific thing. Then it goes on to say the most groundbreaking ideas often challenge expectations and persistence in the face of criticism of what separates those who dream from those who create. And the life application here is every visionary faces skepticism, whether in arts, business, or personal growth. Innovation often looks like a mistake until it becomes a masterpiece, which is, I think, what you're working on here, Mike. Those who keep going despite criticism are those who redefine what's possible. And the practical takeaway, create not for approval, but because the idea won't let you rest. If something inspires you deeply, it's worth pursuing despite the noise of naysayers. And of course,
Wow.
the final reflection here, the people who are crazy enough to think that they could change the world are the ones who actually do. Steve Jobs. Now, what's one idea you hesitated to pursue because of fear of criticism? What if that's the idea that the world needs most? Okay, so that's what the generator created for Mike based on that little input that I shared a little earlier. So again, if you want this generator, super valuable. What you're going to do first is you're going to go to Four Lads from Liverpool, click on that green button, throw in some money, and then go over to danielhallwebinars.com/Beatles. All right. And you'll be instructions there with how to get this great, very powerful generator.